Good morning, my darlings. Today for library class, I thought we would do something a little bit different. Instead of me standing in front of you and the entire class, I thought we would do it one-on-one via a video. So the first thing I wanted to say was thank you so much for your support of the book fair. I am pleased to announce that your support, your decision to purchase items at our book fair has allowed us, and we have enough profit now to buy 28 beanbags, which is what we need for the largest class that we have here at Chancellor, 28 beanbags that we can use during library class. So we made our goal. I'm so proud of you guys, and I'm just so grateful. Now our agenda for today. We're going to listen carefully to the rest of this video, which will be about 5 minutes. And then you will use what you've learned in the video to find and then post-it note a brand new book, which should take you around 10 minutes. All right, that's the goal, 10 minutes. Then you're going to find a place to read on your own for around 20 minutes. This is absolute. Everyone's going to do independent reading on their own today around 20 minutes. And then the last 10 minutes, you're going to create and complete a graphic organizer based on the independent reading that you did. Just a quick reminder, make sure that you write in a way that I can actually read your handwriting. That's kind of self-explanatory. Now our learning goals today. I want you to think about how the setting of a story can affect the way that you feel about characters and how you feel about the events in the story. The setting is a fundamental element of storytelling and encompasses both the time where the story takes place and the actual location where a story takes place. The setting is also the very first impression of a story. It's the impression that the story makes on you, the reader. I love to open up books that have maps in them. That's actually part of the setting. It gives me the impression. I love it. You can also imagine that the setting of a story is like a magical stage, like a stage in a play, where all the characters perform their roles and where the story's events unfold. The setting helps paint a vivid backdrop, a very bright picture for the events and the characters in the narrative. Narrative being another word for the story. It creates a unique world in which the story unfolds. The setting for the majority of the stories in the Harry Potter books is a school of magic called Hogwarts. It's essential in that school. The setting makes a huge impact and is a huge part of the actual story itself. The setting is also a foundation, such as like a foundation of a house. It holds everything together. In the story Allies by Alan Gratz, all of the events happen on one specific day in history. The actual day in history and what happened is the setting, the foundation that holds the entire story together. Now, setting isn't just about describing the where, the location, and the when a story occurs. For example, in the stories Lockwood & Co., the stories take place in London. What's an average city? Well, it's a famous city, and they happen in the modern day. So nothing really interesting about that out of the normal. But the setting is also about the atmosphere, the mood, and the emotions that it conveys. In Lockwood, the setting is an alternative history where in the modern day, when people die, their souls no longer pass over. Instead, they stay to haunt the living. And obviously, that setting changes the expectation, the mood, and the emotions that you feel when you read the story. For instance, a story that is set on a stormy, abandoned island will evoke a different feeling in the reader compared to a story that's set in a cozy, bustling cafe in Paris. I want you to reflect on this difference. Imagine a story set in a spooky, dark forest. The trees loom overhead, casting eerie shadows, and the wind rustles the leaves with mysterious whispers. How might you feel about the characters in this forest? What kind of events or adventures do you expect to happen? Or reflect on this difference. Now, picture a story set in a bustling, sunny city with skyscrapers, lively streets, and laughter in the air. How might this setting make you feel about the characters and their adventures? What kind of events or challenges could you imagine in this city? The setting is the stage for the story's emotions and the experiences. The setting makes you feel excited. It can make you feel scared. Sometimes it can even make you feel relaxed. Now that you understand how the setting of a story can actually affect the way that you, the reader, feel about the characters and events, let's apply this to finding a book. What emotions do you want to feel when you read? Where do you want to go in your imagination? Use your answers to guide the book you choose today. Use your answers to guide even where you go look. Do you look in the horror? Do you look in the adventure? Do you look in the everyday life? Obviously, if you would like my help with finding a book with a certain type of setting, I'm here to do that for you. And so is Mrs. Evans. So as we close, I want to go over our agenda one more time. When you finish this video, you will close your computer, then you will get up and you will find a book and you will post-it note your book in under 10 minutes. Once you are done, you will find a place to read for at least 20 minutes on your own. Lastly, you will complete a graphic organizer that has to do with studying. In the graphic organizer, you will tell me, based on what you have read thus far in those at least 20 minutes, what is the time, what's the specific period in history or the season where your story is taking place? What is the location? What is the place where it's happening? And then, what is the atmosphere? What is the mood of the story thus far? So as you read independently, really put attention to thinking about what is the setting of this story. All right. If you have any questions, please let me know. Bye.